Kaylee Slater. My birthday is May 29th, and I am a Gemini. I'm a leader. I know that I am a leader. I'm not gonna shy away from that. I'm content with being a leader. Like, when no one wants to do the group project, like, guys, seriously, we have to get this done or the teacher's gonna yell at us. I definitely have a few close friends, but, like, I'm also friends with, like, a wide variety of people, you know? Like, I like to socialize. My friends trust me, and they do, like, come to me with questions or, like, just situations that they need help with. Now, with, like, small things, like, oh, what should I wear tomorrow? Like, the weather's gonna be really hot. Like, you should wear shorts tomorrow. They look really good with your tan skin. I definitely think I'm extroverted. I like to be out there. I don't, like, I feel uncomfortable when I keep to myself in social situations. I like to be the person people can talk to, like, that they can approach. I'm very open. Like, once I start talking to someone, it just doesn't stop. And I think I could, like, spit out my whole life story very quickly for them, which is probably unfortunate on their end, but I don't think I'm hard to get to know. I probably express my creativity the most through my wardrobe. Woke up this morning, I was like, these socks look weird with this dress, and then I walked out the house anyways. I do a lot of expression through social media. I like to convey my message, like to tell some stories, you know, like to talk to people. I have 970 Instagram followers, and I have 1,142 AskFM followers. A lot of my pictures are from vacations, like, I don't know. A lot of them are like the beach and the water, and a lot of the pictures are my cats, because I just love my cats so much. If it happens, it happens. Like, I take pictures of things I think are pretty, and like, things that just make me happy, and then I just post them up on my Instagram for everyone to see. I'm so full of energy. I'm so easily excited by everything in this life. Like, so much energy. What was the question?
Sorry for that.
I get very jumbled up in my head, but like, I think I am good at getting my point across. I hope I'm not superficial. I make my judgments on people after I get to know them. Like, I will not turn down a person until I know them, until, you know, we're on a level where we kind of get each other, like, and if I like them, then I like them, and if I don't like them, then I just kind of, I don't really know whether or not to believe in horoscopes, or, like, to believe that the signs have anything to do with who we are, or, like, who we become, but, I don't know, sometimes very convincing.
My name is Maya. I was born April 6, 1999, and I'm an Aries.
I talk a lot, and I'm like kind of loud and like pretty opinionated and a little argumentative. And so yeah, I guess I can be aggressive with that, or like if I'm just going through emotional changes on my own, then that can come out as aggressive. I play violin. I think I have to play it. Like a certain, like, in my mind I have to, like, it's just something that I need. I also just set, like, very high standards for myself. So they, like, put me in, like, lots of new circumstances and, like, lots of new environments, but they don't necessarily always allow me to succeed. But I think no matter, like, how many, like, failures I've had, like, I still continue to, like, push myself. Like, I generally care for people. And I generally find it, like, a privilege when someone, like, comes to you and they need help. That they, like, they trust you enough, that they're vulnerable enough, that you have a close enough relationship. I mean, I like being really open and, like, generous in that sense, but I also, like, don't mind, like, taking from people if they offer it. And, like, I know that's not necessarily polite, but I think there's, like, such a pressure to be polite in Canadian society. I feel like an outsider in the Russian community, in the Jewish community because of my politics, and definitely in Canada because I am an immigrant. There are so many problems that I find with, like, every society that I, like, visit or, like, that I live in, that I think it's just fine if I follow my own compass. I love to argue, but I think that is generous. I think when you, like, are able to offer someone more than just a value judgment, when you're able to, like, argue with someone and delve deeper into things and, like, never stop analyzing something. Probably just, like, whenever I open my mouth, I feel like I'm being courageous. When I'm saying something, I'm, like, thinking about something completely different, so by the time I, like, get back into the moment, I, like, I like have this like rift, so it just like takes me long to say something. Like sometimes I just feel like talking prevents me from reflecting the gender identity in my head, and the way I express it might always have like a little bit of a rift, but I don't mind like being fluid with it. But I do very much reject misogyny. I just think that like under like all of these traits, people are full of shit, and I don't mind that. And like I've accepted that about like myself and others. It doesn't matter if someone judges me. Like it's just going to limit me because like I'm on a different path than everyone else. And I just think I have like enough of a like moral compass to like gauge. I do feel like an Aries. I mean, I feel like an individual, but also like an Aries. It's also like the fire sign, so just like it's like general like aggressive nature of it. That's me. Yeah.
My name is Connor. My birthday is November 2nd, 1999, and my sign is Scorpio. I can honestly hold a grudge for the smallest thing. Someone owes me $10, and I'm really mad at them for owing me $10. It's always a thing in my head. I'm always like, you owe me $10, where's my $10? I will forgive someone, but I won't forget what they've done. I'm not very consistent. Especially when I feel a certain way towards a certain person. I can love them 1 second and then actually want to strangle them with my own hands the next, but then love them 2 seconds later. I make a lot of like heat in the moment decisions. I usually just do it and then I realize, like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Oops. I do have a lot of irrational anger. You could do something small and I could be irritated by that in the moment and then do an irrational thing, and then someone usually has to point that out to me that my emotions they're not justified and that they're irrational, and I actually have no logic behind my emotions. I don't usually half-ass things. If I like something, then I really like it, and it's my life temporarily in a way. I obsess a lot over things. When I was little, I was obsessed with vacuums. That was the first biggest obsession. And then it moved on to Titanic in grade 5 and 6. I was the Titanic for Halloween. I had a cardboard box around me that was like the boat. It started moving out of that to the TV show ER in grade 7 and 8. And then I switched TV shows from ER to Grey's Anatomy. I would buy scrubs and stethoscopes and wear them. I had like endless medical supplies. And then last year in grade 10, I saw the movie Heathers, and I'm still obsessed with it. Honestly, I think I know the musical word for word. I have the 2 piercings like she has in the movie. I started buying a lot more red clothing because I wanted it to be my signature color. I think there is a darker side to it. With Heathers, for example, Heathers taught me that being mean to other people was how you get friends and how you live a happy life and how you become popular. And I was like, that's great. I'm going to be genuinely rude to people. In a way, I changed who I am to be more like what I'm obsessing over. And that's another thing that's like not good at all. Scorpio is it's like the evil sign and the mean sign and the intense sign. I am a Scorpio. I feel like one.
I'm Bridget Mountford. I was born on September the 8th, 1999, and I am a Virgo. I like to think of myself as more independent than I truly am, but I do like to be kind of accountable for myself and to kind of take on things by myself, and like part of making an analytical choice for me is like balancing emotional and like informational stuff, but it's definitely something where I don't make kind of rash decisions. Like I think stuff over. I like to feel like I accomplish the things that people ask of me. Like I don't like the idea of letting people down, so I'm usually willing to like offer up help. And like, yeah, I'm a skeptic, but I'm also not afraid to believe in something. I'm not a super great collaborator. I have a way I like to do things. When it comes to getting a task done, I'm much better off on my own, where I can control the schedule, the pace at which I work. So in that way, I'm probably a nightmare to work with. That way I like to have control over my time, control over the activities that I do. And in some ways that's probably limiting because I spend a lot of time doing nothing. But at least I decided to. So, yeah. It's kind of like a thing where I think if you spend a lot of time in your head mulling over like interactions you've had, mulling over like the kind of person that you think you are, I think you miss out on a lot of stuff, and you miss out on the like kind of individual emotional reactions and interactions that kind of help to make life fun and not just like a kind of drudgery where it feels like everything is just piling on to assumptions you already have about who you are and who other people are, it can become kind of like a prophecy that needs to be fulfilled, and so I try not to think of myself in one particular way. But I still think it's like there's a kind of moment when you read stuff about yourself. It feels sort of like the truest reflection of who you are.